Analyse your FPL season with the most comprehensive artificial intelligence tools only on fantasyfootballfix.com. Compare your statistics against the elite managers in the game using 10 unique tools combined with Opta data. Check fantasyfootballfix.com pre-season now and review your season data using the most powerful artificial intelligence platform. Click the link below or head over to fantasyfootballfix.com/preseason for analysis on your 2018-19 season. What's up guys and welcome to FPL Today. I'm the man in the know, J&O, and welcome to a look at the promoted teams. This will be a free video short series around some players I think you should consider from Aston Villa, Sheffield United and Norwich. This video is of course brought to you by Fantasy Football Fix, the only website I know of that has the data for Aston Villa, Sheffield United and Norwich's championship season promotion campaigns, so we can get ready for the new Fantasy Premier League season and see if there are any cheap budget enablers or potentially players for the long haul from these three sides. We're going to start off today with Aston Villa, but if you want to have your own look at these stats and the heat maps, make sure to go and check Fantasy Football Fix. Also, I'll only be talking about one defender and one striker from Aston Villa today, but if you want the lowdown on the midfielders, go and check out FPL Nimfria. She will be covering Aston Villa midfielders, also using the Fantasy Football Fix Opta 24/7 data, which gives us the lowdown on the promoted sides. So let's get on with the video, and to be fair, I think I pulled the short straw with this one, with forwards and defenders at Aston Villa. To be honest, it was a little bit slim pickings, but we will cover the two players that I managed to pick out that could potentially have a decent Premier League season. We're going to start off with Chester, who played 2,394 minutes. Seems a pretty nailed on choice with that amount of minutes clocked up, and didn't do too bad as far as an attacking threat. Now, let's be honest, until we actually see them playing in the Premier League, we're not going to really know if they can keep defensive clean sheets against some of the big guns or even against mid-table clubs and the teams they are facing in the relegation battle. We saw what happened with Fulham and Huddersfield. They were pretty much the whipping boys whenever anyone else came to town. However, if they do have the potential to keep clean sheets, it will also be great to have a budget enabler that can score a goal or two. And even if they don't keep clean sheets, goals always help. And Chester, at a predicted 4.5 million price point by Fantasy Football Fix, comes in with 5 goals and 0 assists. Now, 5 goals for a defender isn't too shabby, especially at 4.5 million. He got 6 clean sheets last season as well. That doesn't bode too well for clean sheets in the Premier League, but his underlying stats suggest that he could have a return of around 5 goals again, potentially even more depending on how reliant Aston Villa are on set pieces. Now, of course, transfers coming in, Chester may not even be a starter, but right now, Chester looks like a potential player to bring in. 17 shots on goal, all from inside the box, 5 on target. Expected goals for the season was at 3.15, which means he outdid himself with the amount of goals he scored. He didn't create any big chances though, but he did create 2 normal chances for his teammates. And if we go over to Fantasy Football Fix, we can see exactly where his chances came from on the heat map, with all of these green chances being goals that he did score. And we can see that all of them came from very close to the 6-yard box. But we can also see that there was plenty of other opportunities that he had in and around the box, and he isn't someone to be shooting from distance. And you can also look at his defensive stats as well. 28 tackles in the season, 147 recoveries, expected clean sheets of 9.06, which is actually better than the clean sheets he actually returned. 16 fouls, which averaged at a 0.6 a game. So there's plenty of data to look at for these promoted players. We then move on to Kodjia. Hopefully I'm saying that right, but knowing me, I'm probably not. Kodjia, a forward, a predicted price of 6.5 million for Aston Villa, got 9 goals and 5 assists last season in the Championship. He created 30 chances for his teammates, 2 of them being big chances, and he had 59 shots on goal, 52 of them coming from inside the box, with 19 on target, and expected goals of 7.14, again outdoing his expected goals. Now, if we go into more detail, we can go to his heat map. We can see he played less minutes, 1,963 minutes compared to Chester. However, we can see that he was very active in and around the box, seeing exactly where his goals came from, very central position there, and seeing plenty of other chances in and around the box there. You can of course join Fantasy Football Fix pre-season pack to look at this in more details, including things like his distribution stats, 513 passes, an 84.4% completion rate with 960 touches, 5 crosses, no corners or free kicks taken by this guy. All of this stuff is vitally important to know about these promoted players, to to be able to consider them for your Fantasy Premier League 2019-20 seasons. And that is it for this Aston Villa video, but do stay tuned to the channel for a look at Norwich and also Sheffield United. Also, go check out Nimfria, who will be covering the other players from these sides that I do not cover. Link will be in the description for her and Fantasy Football Fix if you want to do your own research. And hopefully we will have another video this week where we will be covering some transfer gossip so we can see what clubs may be building towards or rebuilding for the Fantasy Premier League 2019-20 season. And also, I think the fixture list is just around the corner, so we're getting excited for that as well. So make sure to subscribe, hit that like button if you enjoyed this video, and hit that notification bell so you know when my videos go live. I've been JNO, this has been FPL Today, and remember, it's all about the game.